In Stanley Kubrick's 2001 A Space Odyssey, we're going to be dealing with the sound aspect of the film and how Kubrick uses this element to really create a world for his audience. Sound is a huge aspect of both diegetic and non-diegetic elements in film. Let's start out with the score. This is one of the most famous scores of all time. This non-diegetic element almost appears to be diegetic, as though if the heavens could make noise, this is the song they would be playing. One heavenly body, two heavenly bodies, three heavenly bodies. This epic theme plays almost any time we see the monolith in the film, which is a representation of how heavenly the monolith actually is, because it's comparing it to the other heavenly bodies that are being displayed in the sky while the song is playing. You could pick almost any point in the movie and see how the diegetic use of sound works to really help the audience understand the environment of the world in the film. There's a droning buzz, or the sounds of machinery whirring, or even silence, dead silence, to show the silence of space. If we look at the textbook, it tells us on page 381 that ambient sound helps to set the mood and atmosphere of scenes, and it may also contribute to the meaning of a scene. So, this silence and these droning buzzes and the sounds of machines, they all come together to help really put the audience in this world that Kubrick is creating. Let's take a closer look at the sound of Hal's voice. It's supposed to be soft and calm and sympathetic, but for some reason he sounds creepy and sort of menacing. Maybe it's the sound of his voice across the silence and the droning buzz that makes it sound so insincere, helping to point out how he's really not human, because his voice doesn't change at all in any situation. There's no inflection, basically removing any honesty and validity he might have had before.
Stop, will you?
The scene where this is extremely prevalent is the scene where Dave is turning Hal off.
Stop.
Hal is begging Dave not to turn him off, but there's no change in the inflection of Hal's voice.
Will you stop, Dave? Stop, Dave. I'm afraid.
It is repetitive and droning, and his voice becomes part of the background noise, just like the other machinery that he's a part of. As he powers down, his voice gets lower and lower, and he really begins to sound like a monster, as if at his core, he was a beast all along.
Crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage.
Until his voice fades into nothing, back into the noise of nothing. This film has a particularly intricate use of sound. Sound is a huge part of what makes this historic movie what it is. It has helped to connect the audience with Kubrick's vision of a futuristic world.